We are progressing with this beast. We're pretty much down to the very last little bits before we can bring this frame in to get straightened out and work on our axles and our diffs and everything else that needs to be sort of played with. One thing I want to show you, well, there's a couple different things, some funny things. This back left side wheel had reverse threaded, reverse threads on the lug nuts, and the front right had reverse threads on those lug nuts. Now, does that make any sense? I don't think so. Unless they were parts swapped out from another vehicle. I don't know. Maybe somebody can chime in. I did read something about that at one point. I just can't remember what it was. But they just weren't coming off, and then I decided to go the other way, and bang, off they came. And I want to show you these. Where did I get this? Here, come on over here. These spring hangers are pretty interesting, the way that they're mounted up. A little different than our old school kind of shackles, or new school shackles, if you will. They have a retaining bolt. That's a tight little bugger. Get out of there. Where's my ratchet when I need it? Get out of there. And then there's a pin that holds these on. You know, most shackles are just a piece of metal with two pins that go in either side, and then you block it in with another piece of metal. But not these ones. These look like cast hangers. And inside these springs, the eyelets, they'll have a sleeve in there. And inside those sleeves is a hardened pin that it just sort of actuates on, articulates on, if you will. And once you get those bolts out, my hand. Now you can sort of put a screwdriver in down here because it's split so it can get a good compression fit. So those are the pins. They're greasable, and they're really not worn. There might be a little tiny wear mark in there, but I don't know. I'm gonna leave that right there. I'll come back and get it, Jamie. Now, there's another one down here. There's that bigger one. It flew across the room, right to here. I've taken all the other ones out, but I want to show you guys these because they're interesting. And that's how those work. I want to show you guys that. Another interesting feature about these drums, I don't know, I haven't worked on big trucks before. Maybe big trucks are like this. But working on, small pickup truck types, usually the drum goes over top of this hub flange, and then, the wheel bolts on top of that and sort of sandwiches it together. But it looks like the hub is attached to this, and it's bolted on through the inside to this drum. So we're gonna pop those off later, but not in this video. Right now, we're gonna go and pull the frame off of this baby. Up more? Okay. So it's not balanced right. There. I kind of just want them on there just in case I need to move them around. They're kind of handy. Look at the fluid coming out of that diff.
That's crazy. Clean, still red.
Well, it should be clear.
No, it shouldn't.
Yeah. It's kind of honey colored. We're gonna need to pop that drive shaft off too. I need all new U-joints on everything. Interesting, you can see how these are sleeved here. What's going on? Oh, I see, don't lose those. Some kind of a little, somebody did something funky with that one. Took some play out of it with a
Compression spring or something.
oh, with a chunk of copper wire. I don't know what that's all about. But I need to find out what kind of eyelets go in that, what size of eyelet. Don't know, because usually what happens is the pins in the shackle are, I mean, it's not that important because you have rubber bushings that go in inside, right? So not this, there are no rubber bushings in this at all, which makes it have that awesome ride, I'm sure it has, which I wouldn't know because I've never driven one. So I think I'll find out before I pull these into Malmbergs. I'm gonna find out exactly what I need for those first. What kind are these? These are Master Grip, military 916 8-ply.
Oh, the other one is a 9-ply, or 10-ply.
Yeah, this one says US, so that's a US tire. Because they had two different types apparently, military, some of them had a date on them. US says 65, I don't know if that's the date or not. This one says Dominion Royal, military tire, 916, 10-ply, two shock pads.
And then here it's made for British wheels.
Made for British wheels. Dominion Rubber Company Limited, made in Canada. And that is an old tire. Now this one here is a Goodyear all service tire for 5-degree rims only. There's a difference in rims. Some are 5 degrees. I don't know how you can tell what, like just from the rim itself, what type of rim it is though. I don't know if it's written on it anywhere. What's this one here?
I bet that one's a 5-degree.
I don't know. Military NDMS, made in Canada. That's an 8-ply. I just wonder if it says anything else on it. They're all a little different. Cansfield Denman General Limited, tire division, made in Canada, 1966. This has a date on it, 1966. Little bit of cracking on there. Don't think they'll pass a DOT inspection, boys. Now we need to split those. I think I'm going to send them out to have that done because they were not easy to get off that. It took the two of us and the torch and some hammering and some standing on the pry bars and all that. So yeah, the next thing to do, we get that frame out to the straighteners and we'll just take one of these at a time. We'll get the sandblaster, pull them out, blast them all, and then take them apart and fix up whatever needs to be fixed in that magical area right there. We're not quite sure what's going on inside these brakes. Not sure how to get them off yet, but they look pretty simple. They're old school. And then we'll pop off this diff cover too and take a look-see inside there and drain out that old fluid. That's it. Not very much today, but I don't know. You got to see some excitement. I can't wait to actually clean this place up. Here's the motor. Take a quick look. That's how she turned out. I'm just waiting for the parts to come in to tidy the rest of it up. I think it'll be all right like that.
I think it's going to look really good like that.
Yep, I think so. And that tranny, we polished it all up and gave it a quick coat of blue. That's Ford blue. I don't like it. It's not going to happen. We're going to change that too. So what color should we do it? Just like that or what? I like to see under those things. But I'm going to have to change some seals out too and whatnot. And I need to make a bench. I need to make a welding bench, a steel welding bench. So I'm going to probably get on that next. Once that frame's gone and these diffs are out and all polished up and or sandblasted and cleaned up, then I get to clean my floor. Make it all nice and new looking again. Clean all this area up, and then we can start the putting it together process. That's gonna be awesome. Okay, let's get out of here. It's raining hard. Or hardly raining. No, it's raining hard.